Hello everyone, this is Ron. Welcome to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video, and this video is going to be a beginner's guide to materia. I will show you how to craft materia, what are the items that you need to craft the materia, and from where you need to farm those materials. And also I will show you the most effective way to craft the materia, which will give you better materia, but at the same time you will be able to save a ton of resources, guys. So let's get into our topic, guys. And you can access this materia from this enhancement section, and you will see there are two different parts which is related to materia. First of all, this materia, here you will be able to see whatever materias you have in your collection or whatever materias you have already created. There is a certain amount of materia that you can store, 100 maximum. You can expand the slot, but I don't think it is very much necessary because having good materia is a big deal and you will not get too much good materials. You have to actually sell or salvage some of these materials at some point to free up the space. Now let's talk about that, how to create materia and what are the items that you need to create materia. To create materia you need to go to Synthesize, and there are 3 slots. You can expand these slots once again, but I don't think it is necessary. Just use this slot, any slot, that makes no difference, and you will see these materias that you can create. And as you can see, these recipes off and off. If you turn on these recipes, you will see only the materials that you can create. That means all the recipes that you have. And what is recipe? If you tap on any materia, you will see that these are the items that you need to create this materia. And there is another thing called recipe. Of course, you need to have this recipe in order to create this materia. And in case if you don't have the recipe, then just simply tap and long press on the recipe, and the game will tell you that from where you need to farm this recipe and obtain the recipe. You might be needed to play some stories or some dungeons to get this recipe, and after that you can create this materia. And if you turn off this thing, you will see there are certain materials that I don't really have these recipes. In many cases, some of the materials don't really have the recipes. You need to buy them from the shop. That let me just quickly show you. You go to the shop and you go to this exchange shop. You go to this medal exchange shop and you will find this crisis medal shop. Here you will see there are certain materials available. For example, this fire bridge, you cannot craft this materia from the Synthesize section. You have to buy these things. And there are certain materials that you can buy, and you have to use these things, these crisis medals. How to get these crisis medals? Basically, you have to play crisis dungeon, guys. Let me quickly show you from where to do it. You need to go to your solo content and dungeons. Basically, this is the dungeons from where you can play and earn those crisis coins, and from the shop you can buy this materia. Now, these are the limited number of materials that you can buy from the shop, but most of the materials you have to actually craft. So let's go back to the enhanced section, Synthesize section. Let's pick up a slot, and there are certain items, as I told you, that these items you need to craft the materia. Just tap long press and you will this game will tell you that from where you need to farm these materials. Just tap on it and the game will take you to these missions, play those missions, farm these materials, and then finally you can craft these materials. Now let me show you how to craft this materia, and in this video I am going to use these materia that I am willing to craft. Now there are certain other materials, as you can see, these are sigil materials. In different game modes against bosses, you will have certain amount of sigil requirements, and these materials are going to provide you sigils. For example, this one, this is a ruin blow, a physical sigil materia. And for this same sigil, we have 2 versions. Like this one is physical, and this one is magical. Same for the other sigils. For these sigils, we have 2 physical and magical. For this sigil, also we have these 2 physical and magical materials. So just go ahead and craft them according to the boss and according to the requirements, guys. But sigils are not really too much important. You need to mainly concentrate on this case, guys. Now what materials you need to craft, that will depend on your setup, and that will depend on your weapon, the elements that you need to that you have already added to your character. And I have published previously a different guide on how to create this relation between your materia, your weapon, and your character's garb, or that means the costume. So these things has to be parallel. So let me show you how to craft a materia. Simply select a materia and you will see that all of these things are okay. So now we can craft it. First of all, you need to go to this add material and you need to add certain materials. And these are the things you need to add to make your materia better. Now you can craft this materia without even adding. For example, if you just click here, if you tap on this synthesize, and you will need only these materials. And as you can see that, let me craft this thing and show you that it will take some time. Let me shorten the time. You can use this material to shorten the time, by the way. Shorten, and let me collect and show you that we got a 2-star materia, which is not good. How to get 3-star materia? Let me quickly show you. Synthesize once again, and we will craft the same damn materia once again, but this time we are going to add materials. Now there are different type of materials, as you can see, basically 3 type of materials, and for each and every materia you need to use certain items. For example, for this materia you have these items, but if you go to, for example, let's just say another materia, let me show you that if you try to add another materia, you'll see that there are different items, there are different requirements. So you need to pay attention about to this part. Now how to farm these materials? There will be different events, there will be different shops, event shops, from where you can farm these things entirely for free. For example, let me quickly show you. If you go to the events right now, if you go to, for example, let's just say the latest event, each and every event will have an exchange shop like this. And if you go to the exchange shop, you will see this certain materials. For example, this type of materials you can craft for the materials, and also you will see this type of items. All these items are related to materia. This one, not these ones, by the way. These things are related to materia. So in different events, guys, the game will give you different materials. So this is why it is so important to play all the events and collect those materials, because these can be extremely rare in many cases. Now let me just go back to synthesize and let me craft this materia in an ideal way. So this time we are not going to directly synthesize, we are going to simply add some materials. And the way I add materials, there can be different ways. You can add all of these things and craft the materia, but that's not ideal. You can add all of these things and craft the materia. That's also not ideal, because as you can see, it is giving me 2-star plus guaranteed. It is not giving me 3-star. But if I add all of these things, it is going to give me 3-star guaranteed. But then again, I have to be really cautious about spending my resources. This progress of 3-star plus guaranteed is also possible without spending all of these things. Let me show you. If you add one of these from here, and if you add all of this from here, look at this. 3-star is achieved. That means I had to spend 3 of these rare items and some of these to get this 3-star effect. Now as you can see that there are 49 of these items, but you can maximum use 10 of these. Also same in this case also. That means whatever items you have, you can use maximum 10 of them, not more than that. So in this way, try to save these items as much as possible, but at the same time you have to achieve these 3-star, because if I reduce one of them, still I can get a materia, but that is not going to be 3-star. Now it is 3-star as I have added. Now let's just go ahead and add this thing. Now we are going to tap on synthesize, and it will show that these are materials, and these materials are going to be consumed. Let's do the synthesize and see. It will take some time, for of course 2 hours 18 minutes. You can wait for 2 hours, but on the you can also shorten the time. As you can see, these materials, you can get these materials from the Chocobo missions. It is not really a big problem to get this. The game will give a lot of these items. So let's shorten the time and see what we can get. Let's collect this and look at this. We got a 3-star materia. That's good. That's really good, guys. Not the best of its kind, but it's good. I mean, this thing is entirely random, guys. You never know what you will get. Sometimes you'll get 3 stars, sometimes you'll get 4 star. It is totally an RNG. So basically, you need to do this thing again and again. Now let's go to the materia and find this damn materia and level it up. And this is the materia that we have just created, and it has some all the percentages. Look at this: magic attack percentage, physical attack percentage, heal percentage. Having a materia at a percentage stage is very good, because this percentage is going to grow up as your character is growing up. That means as your character will get more level up, more exp, more attack, these percentages are going to convert those attacks. But let's just say another materia. This one also has a percentage. Let me show you a dump materia. Wait a minute. Let me just quickly show you any materia that doesn't really have any stat. For example, let's just say this one. Physical attack 4. This damn thing will not grow. It doesn't matter how much you level up your character, how much the character is getting strong. These 4 will always stay 4. So always look for the percentages, guys. Always look for the percentages. Now let me just level up this materia right here, right now. Long press and tap on this enhance. Now there are 2 ways to level up these materias, guys. First, we can use these existing materias. If you have really bad materias you have already crafted before, you can use those materials and level up them. For example, this material probably is not good. I can use this one. But it is always good idea to save these materials, and maybe you can use some items. There is another way to level up this materia. That is going to be the items, guys. These are called materia boosters. And these things are not really too common in the game. As you can see, the big boosters, I don't really have much. How to farm this thing? There are a couple of ways to farm this thing. And as I have said that, it is not really too much. First of all, you need to farm these things from the chocobo missions. If you go ahead and play these chocobo missions and send your fighters to the chocobo missions, certain missions will give you these materia boosters. And let me quickly show you that if you go to your chocobo, if you go to expedition, different missions will give you different type of these materia boosters. If you go to grassland, look at this. These missions are giving you materia boosters, and if you tap in here, these are things you can get. So there is a possibility to get these things from this place. And also event shops will give you those materia boosters. If you go to shops, if you go to your exchange shops, event exchange shops, in each and every event usually you will have a chance to buy those materia boosters. Look at this. These are the materia boosters that you can buy. Make sure that you buy them whenever you see them, because this is not really too common in the game. And another way to farm the materia booster is going to be your missions. If you go to your dailies, you can see that there is a task that says enhance materia every day. If you do this task, it will give you 5 boosters. And also in the weeklies, if you enhance 5 materias over the week, just only 5 times as a part of the daily task, you will get 5 of these boosters every single week, guys. So let's go back to the enhancement section, and we are going to enhance that materia. So tap and long press, enhance. I'm just going to use the items. So let me select some of the items. By the way, this specific materia you can level up only up to level 5. There are most materials you can upgrade to level 10, but this specific materia will be upgraded only to level 5, and that's all, because this is very special materia. So I reached this level 5, that's all. There is no problem with using these materia boosters. You can use any one of them just to simply level up. I'm just leveling up. Okay, one task completed. This task is getting completed. These are really helpful, guys. Alright, so we crafted the materia, and as you can see, these magic attack, physical attack, heal, every upgrade has been done. So this is how basically you craft the materia. And for your normal materia, for example, this materia, these type of materials is going to be leveled up until level 10. So you can level up them and up to level 10, guys. So this is how you craft your materials, and this is how you effectively create good materials. I hope this video was useful to you. Don't forget to support the content, support the channel, and I hope to see you guys soon in some other videos. Till then, stay awesome and peace out, my friends.